Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about this new Immortal Typhoon, which is an absolute nightmare. This freaking thing sucks. You can see what I got right here. I got 96 million. It is a tough bastard. Now this is the teams that I ran with. Now what I did was, so you can see here, when attacking a chilled enemy, increase the enemy's damage received. So you want to make sure you have characters that do chill or freeze on their effects. So that's why I got Kula on this team, and that's why I got Lady Maxima and Vanessa on the team. You really only need one character. However, if you have three, maybe you could have an all three Kula team where they're all dealing cold freeze damage or chill damage, and plus they're all purple fighters, which will have the advantage against this blue bastard. But the thing that sucks about this guy is decreases power charge rate of all fighters. It isn't like Immortal Victor. I don't know if there's a bug or what's going on, but this thing decreases PG gain throughout the fight. He just keeps doing it. Like, you can't even hardly do a PG gain. Even having the Tekken set on my Genets, even having this Tekken set, you will barely be able to do any of your ultimate skills. So the new Rio set is an absolute must for this. I tried putting the Gintama cooldown card on one of my characters to try to build a PG gain. I tried using whoops, get off of this crap. I tried using these Gintama card. That didn't help, because even with this card, like say I had this card on Nameless, I was experimenting and I put this card on Nameless, I wasn't able to even do his 3 PG once, and that's with Genets having the Tekken set. This freaking boss is an absolute nightmare. So I think, so far from what I've seen and from the little bit of testing I've done, you just want to bring as much damage as possible for this bastard. So that's why I have all purple fighters except for Genets. Genets is just so strong, and plus he has 30% PG gain in his core effect. He really just does super well for that extra damage, and for me having the Tekken set, I will be able to use my PG, my ultimate skill, my special skill for Genets. But you're going to see that Nameless, he'll probably want to do his once or twice. Kula, maybe once if I'm lucky. And then here I have Athena, who has the increased attack of all fighters by 45%. Unfortunately, she's only awakened to level 20, so she's probably going to die. And Vanessa can die pretty easy as well, but I'm using her because she does have chill damage, and she's a purple fighter, so she's going to have the type advantage. And Lady Maxima is also a purple fighter, and she also has chill damage. As far as the card sets that I'm using, I got the Noah set on Kula. She isn't completely leveled up. I could level her up a little bit more. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and level her up a little bit more. All right. And Kula really is, in my opinion, an absolute must. She's an absolute must for this. She's just an insane character because, one, she's a purple fighter. She's got the leadership, increased purple fighter, element fighters attack by 40%, and defense by 10%, which is nice. That's going to increase their defenses, increasing their survivability. But she just has the cold spell, the chill damage. I mean, she's just a great character for this. Probably one of the best. Nameless, because he's a purple fighter. He's going to get buffed up by Kula because of his PG gain. But again, I'm only going to be able to do this. I'm only going to be able to do his 3 PG card. Maybe once, maybe twice if I'm lucky. I got the KS set on this guy. I mean, this dude's a bastard. Plus, he moves around all over the place. It's hard to target him. He's just, I don't like it. And then you got Genets here, and of course I showed you guys Genets has the Tekken set, blah blah blah. Athena here, I have the Ryugo set because she needs the extra survivability, something fierce. She does have a 3 PG card, and that's why I'm using her. Another reason I'm using these teams, I'm not using any collab characters, but to be perfectly frank with all of you, I don't think the collab character is going to be that great. I tried Gintoki, I tried The Rock, who has a type disadvantage. They are terrible for this. They did not do very good at all. I tried Genjuro, who is a purple fighter, who is a purple attack fighter, right? Where is Genjuro at? You could also probably try Ryo for a leadership, but Genjuro here, I mean, he's got this 30% PG gain. Look at that, 30% PG gain. And I could only use his special one time. And it takes forever for him to build his PG gain because his damn third skill is long. It's long and you can't cancel it. It's a freaking, oh god. It just wasn't good at all. I'm sorry, man. I love Genjiro, but it just wasn't good. You know, the other thing that sucks is both these characters here have 5 PG cards. But this really, you know, the score that I put up, this was the best I could do with this team setup. There might be something better. This is new. It, you know, just showed up today. So we're all still trying to figure out what to do here. You know, stacks receive damage increased on the target when shield. Permanent stacks to one team. Stacks up to 50. Significantly increases defense fighter defenses. Permanently applies to all team. Okay, and that's good. Right, we're going to have more defense, and that's really good for Nameless because that's going to bump up his damage. Significantly decreases defenses when attack of frozen bosses. Continues for 5 seconds. Alright, disadvantage effect. Significantly decreases power charge rate of fires. Yeah, we know that. Boss starts using a special attack pattern to immobilize the target at a certain point. Boss stacks attack increase periodically, and this is permanent. He's way harder. And the thing, and before I get into that, we'll do a run here. But before we get into the thing I don't like about this is, when I look at how strong my characters are and how well I did against Immortal Victor, right? Hitting that 500 million pretty much with one team. And then we jump in here and having a lot of trouble, right? And I don't expect to just, you know, shoot through this and do super well. I don't expect that. But this is extremely hard. And this brings me back to the whole, you know, awakening characters to level 10. I really think that Netmarble, what they're doing is slowly introducing these game modes that are super hard, like Spider Robot, right? And this now, to where we're going to need that Awaken level 10 to get that 500 million points so we can get all of these rubies. Now, I could be mistaken. Maybe somebody out there is going to do really well. They're going to hit the 500 million sooner. But I think that's what it seems like. Because even with having all those Rio sets, right? Maybe you have a Rio set, and that's what I think you need to have. Rio sets on all these characters. Whatever characters you're using, probably the Rio set's going to be the best, unless you got a character that lacks survivability. Then maybe you want to put the Kea set or the Ryugo set on them, maybe something like that. But I did experiment with quite a few different teams, and this was the best that I came up with so far. I will let you all know when I do find something that's better. So let's just jump into the action and let's rock and roll. So this team here, this first team, scores anywhere between 50 and 70 million. I mean, it's a big variation. It really depends on what the damn boss is doing. It really depends on how often Kula gets her freeze off. Because sometimes she gets knocked around whenever the boss is doing his slamming down crap. It also depends on whether or not whenever you use your special, if you actually hit it. Because the boss does like to move around a lot. So a lot of times you actually miss, which sucks. Let's go. Now I just used a crap ton of PG gain from the Tekken set, right? And Nameless still hasn't used his 3 PG. Or Kula used her 5 PG. Finally, he uses it finally, right? Here we go. And I do find this boss extremely annoying. A lot of you out there, you're probably going to have a lot of problems with this. And my advice to you is don't worry about it and don't even play it. Honestly, the cost to rewards isn't really worth it. If you're not able to score really high, it just isn't worth it, in my opinion, to even play it. I mean, I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm probably not going to play this. I'm probably not going to play it. I was playing Immortal Victor because I was able to score high enough to get decent rewards. But this here, nope. There we go. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay, I'm going to hit my special skill. There we go. So we were able to hit 68 million. And now I'm trying to play Athena here. Damn it. And you really, I mean, honestly, depending on the characters you're playing with, you really want to try to block There we go. See how pokey there? He threw a couple punches. Damn it. Oh, that there, you really want to dodge and get behind on the other side. So I'm about to lose Athena here. There we go. Get my 3PG off at least before I die. Because she is going to croak. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, Athena died. Come on, Maxima, get him. And I mean, Maxima and Vanessa are actually really nice for this, but they do lack survivability. Come on. All right, let's see what we got. So 95 million, I mean, that's the best I can do so far, but pretty sure I'll improve this score. But honestly, guys, these rewards, just like if this is where you're at or you're below this, it isn't even worth playing. Honestly, it isn't worth playing until you get higher up in the rankings. I mean, honestly. So this is another reason I wouldn't be in a hurry. You got this kind of crap going on where people are obviously cheating. There's no way in hell that this team scored 500 million in 6 seconds. There's no way in hell they scored 500 million in 7 seconds. There's no way that they did that. And you could go down the list and find other examples where it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It is no freaking way. I don't believe it. So that just rubs you the wrong way when you look at that kind of stuff. But it's damn hard, you know. I'm only able to hit 95 million. I even have a Tekken set, so I'm definitely going to be pushing for the Rio sets because I do want to try to do better in this. But I'm not going to stress over it, and neither should any of you. It doesn't give you good enough rewards unless you get to a high ranking. Unless you're going to get to high rankings. Really it isn't until you start getting into the gold hammers is when the rewards start getting decent. So unless you, in my opinion, unless you're able to hit that 225, 250 million really marker, I would not stress over this at all. Just keep building your characters, and we'll try to figure out the best team that we can use. So hopefully this will help some of you out. I'm still new to it myself, and I still got to figure out some things about it also. So let me know how you're doing against Immortal Typhoon. Let me know what your strategies are, and if it was much better than this one, let me know in the comments so I can relay that information to everybody out there. And as always, let me know what characters you've gotten, what cards you've gotten, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.